A billionaire came back home unexpectedly, only to find a woman he'd never met holding a child that looked exactly like him. But she wasn't just a maiden. That wasn't just any child, asterisk. This is the moment his past came back to change everything. A sleek black car pulling into a mansion driveway. Rain begins to fall. A man steps out in a tailored suit, face unseen. After 5 years of building an empire across continents, billionaire Damien Cole returned to the mansion he once called home. No press, no announcement. No staff even knew he was coming back. He wanted silence, solitude, closure. But the moment he turned, the key to silence was gone. A child's laughter echoes from inside the hallway, a woman's soft humming. Damien pauses. A child's laughter echoing through the halls that were once cold and lifeless. Damien froze. No one should be here. He stepped forward and saw her, a woman. Mid-30s, wearing a maid's uniform, holding a little boy, her skin dark as night, her smile gentle. The boy hazel eyes, dimples. That same crook left eyebrow as eyebrow Damien stands in shock. The woman turns slowly, stunned. "Who are you?" Damien asked, his voice hollow. The woman turned, startled, but not afraid. "My name is Amara," she said softly. "I'm the housekeeper, and this is Elijah." Damien's eyes locked on the child. The resemblance was undeniable. "Who is his father?" Amara didn't flinch. She didn't cry. She simply whispered, "You are." Flashbacks of a younger Damien with a woman, shadows and fragments only. Letters hidden in a drawer. A woman crying. 5 years ago, before Damien vanished into the world of boardrooms and billion-dollar deals. He was a man grieving his mother's death. Lonely, angry. One night in that same house he had broken down. And Amara, the maid, had comforted him. But what he didn't know, what he never stayed long enough to learn, was that a life began that night. Amara in a small room, holding a newborn, wiping away tears. Amara tried to tell him. She wrote letters, left voicemails. But Damien was gone, unreachable, surrounded by lawyers and locked dates. So she stayed. Not for him, but for his mother, who had once taken her in when she was a scared teenage runaway. And when the old woman died, Amara didn't leave. She raised her son in silence, surrounded by the memory of a man who never knew he existed. Damien sits beside the boy, watching him draw. The boy looks up. "Do you like it, mister?" Damien couldn't speak. Not when the boy smiled at him. Not when he called him mister with eyes full of innocence. He asked Amara, "Why didn't you take money? Ask for help?" She shook her head. "I didn't need your money. Elijah just needed love. And I gave him both parents, even when you weren't here." Damien stands on a balcony at night, staring at the moon. His hands tremble. Damien had everything: jets, stocks, power. But in that moment, all he wanted was time. Time he'd lost. Moments he'd missed. A son he never knew he had. A woman who had been invisible to him for years. Damien kneels before Elijah and Amara. He holds the boy's hand, tears in his eyes. "I don't deserve forgiveness," he whispered. Amara stared at him, not with hatred, but with the quiet strength of a woman who had already forgiven. "You don't need to earn it," she said. "You just need to stay." And for the first time in years, Damien Cole, billionaire, tycoon and empire builder, came home, not to a mansion, but to a family. Sometimes the richest men in the world are the poorest in love. But when the truth knocks on your door, don't be afraid to answer, because home might be where you least expect it.